Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Tau, Aave and Virtuals price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with Tau on the 4 hours chart here where we are looking at an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the upside, finished wave 1 and potential ABC finished of course without taking the low with Tau, meaning kind of like I would say truncation here. 5 waves finished as an ending diagonal and start to see of course a signal for trends for higher prices. Now the target was the blue box, very close of course, and the 1-to-1 fib level was a precision to be taken, but we saw of course a signal of strength beforehand. And actually what we are looking at here on the 1 hour chart so far is a potential 1-2, 1-2 again as an expanding flat wave 2, and you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 again of course ending diagonal here for a wave 5 to finish a wave 1, and then ABC zigzag for a wave 2, and then continuation simply towards the upside. Now, of course, those are triple 1-2s, and we would like to see, of course, simply continuation for higher prices, meaning after this 1, ABC again smaller 1-2, it is very essential to see, of course, a wave 3 towards higher prices. If this does not happen, we have to be careful, of course. It might be something else unfolding here, and that means, of course, invalidation of any kind of bull run or bullish scenario that it might be unfolding, finishing here as a W, X, and a wave Y, and finish, of course, as a corrective wave and dropping down. Therefore, this red candles, you don't want to see it, of course, continuing toward the downside. You want to simply see, of course, green candles and even massive green candles to hit, of course, around the 1.618, 1.27 at least, 347, 358. If we come back and we move downward, of course, it can be an ABC expanding flat, but if you take this low, this is, of course, confirmation for correction, and I'm going to put here confirm or invalidation of bullish. Okay, so very simple. If we take this area, which is 312, it might be your invalidation for bullish for Tau. If we move to Aave, Aave on the 4 hours chart, we have also several 1-2s, and of course after a double or triple 1-2s even on the 4 hours chart here, you can see a large 1 ABC here for wave 2, and then 1-2, 1 and ABC again for wave 2, and followed by several 1-2s to unfold a massive wave 3 toward the upside. So basically it is time, of course, for higher, unless of course it should move down. Otherwise, we would like to see here, of course, rather than continuation toward the upside, you might see, of course, a reversal. However, what we have here, it was 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3, hitting perfectly the 1.618 taken from the wave 1, ABC for a wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5 already finished and done over there for a wave 3 again as well for the white scenario. And that means, of course, we are still in the bullish scenario, very likely, and still unfolding here, where you have, of course, invalidation for bullish over there right now, which is lower. And that means, of course, currently you're unfolding a wave 4 in the white scenario, which might be, of course, the following targets. Coming back to this area, the same blue box, previous one, 291, 285. Okay, so this might be our wave 4 in the white scenario. We would like to see, of course, continuation for something extended for a wave 5. So basically, the things are still fine until, of course, 271 taken. That means, of course, something corrective here, W, X, and a Y, or A, B, and a C finish, since you have finished here kind of like, can be a 1-2, no. We cannot say wave C, therefore. It's a W, X, and a Y, very simple, right? So W, X, and a Y can be, of course, a possibility, but very low so far. Okay, until invalidation, of course, is taken to $171. Yep, so for Aave, the things still look fine. We would like simply to see, of course, continuation toward the upside after a correction. Let's move for virtuals on the 4 hours chart as well. Virtuals is in an impulse, of course, toward the upside, where we have here a potential wave 3, and this wave 3 might be, of course, the wave 3 impulse, and we're looking for, of course, a correction, WX and a Y, and then followed by another 1-2, right? So this followed 1-2 here that we are looking at is of course a potential 1-2 for a wave 5, meaning the wave 5 has to reach the $17.5 almost, and of course it should be impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now this is a very long wave 2 and potentially can be of course a leading diagonal. We're gonna see of course if that is the case scenario, because leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you need a wave 2. If this is your wave 2, it's time then to move toward the downside. Now if we dive inside it on the 1 hour chart here, we have of course an impulse finished toward the upside since the low over there. Of course we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 1, wave 2 is of course not reach the minimum target, right? And we see of course further higher prices. Now you have two possibilities here, whether you are in an A, B, and a C, or an A, B, and a C, meaning 1, 2 here, and then 3, 4, 5 towards the downside to hit around of course the 0.38 minimum target, and then of course hitting a wave 2 over there. Or you are in something much bigger, meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, and another 1, 2, and 1, 2, which is of course very, very bullish, but very low possibility as well at the same time, right? So the things are not yet clear, but very likely to be in a wave 1, 2 here after this impulse. So we gotta be careful. And of course, you have to be careful from a wave 2 as bearish. If you remember, A, B, and a wave C toward the upside might be a wave 2 here, and then dropping down again, of course, for lower prices. So we gotta be careful, of course. Key levels for this scenario, if we are in an ABC here, expanding flat, you would like to hit the blue box, the same blue box, with the expanding flat wave C in confluence. Below this, prices below this this area in confluence, well, it's a question mark. It might be, of course, your A, B, and a C for a wave 2 here, and we move downward. Meaning, on a bigger view, you are in wave 1. This is your wave 2, and then, of course, you drop down. Okay? And especially after leading diagonal, normally wave 2 is very shallow. However, if we take the fib levels for wave 2 here, you will see clearly that the wave 2 has to reach anyway, and at least the 0.38 fib level. But after diagonals can be, and especially if you have here potential 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you drop down. So we gotta be careful with this one. Key level to be watched, of course, on the 1 hour chart is the 1 to 1 or $1. $1 exactly is your key level, which is also very psychological, by the way. Yeah, so it's very essential. If broken, well, we gotta be careful. Yep, so that was it for virtual Aave and Tau. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.